Greetings, it's me, FireB.
And Magey?
An elf, still.
And welcome back to Aviary Attorney. Last time we learned about the tragic demise of Monsieur Grenouille and started compiling some evidence, and I got all wet.
Nerd.
And also we found out a giraffe has been stealing silverware. You know, usual shit. Now we're gonna head back to the main hall. Alright.
I believe this is you, Meiji.
Yep.
Did you, monsieur,
Oh,
have
God.
a good look around? I trust everything was in order.
I'm sorry for Meijy's internet.
Oh, maybe you should just do it then.
It kind of cleared up, but the beginning was quite garbled. We had a good look, thank you, Baron, but we actually have some questions for you.
Please, ask away. I have nothing to hide.
About your housemaid.
Nah, let's be cool.
Yeah, nah, we're keeping her shit.
Reputation.
Yeah, but
Good job.
that wasn't the word I was looking for. Confidence, I guess? Or
Yeah.
Yeah. What happened
She's
on the
our
night of the
insider.
murder? Baron Rouget, I would like to ask about your activities on the night of the murder.
Oh, am I in trouble?
We'll see. Nah.
Oh,
This
jeez.
guy's got
We're
power. This guy's got power. No, we can't push on this dude.
Yeah, don't want to
we're
press
not
your
that
luck.
long.
We can't punch up like that. Not at all. Not at all. No, nothing like that. We're just gathering the full picture.
I see. Well, let me think. The guests arrived at 5 o'clock, and we all sat down for dinner in this very hall at 6. That part went magnificently. The photographer arrived at 7 o'clock, but it wasn't until 7:30 that we had our picture taken.
I'm calling it now. The bug who takes the picture did the murder. If there's a lot of red ink in the image, it's Monsieur Grenouille's blood. I'm calling it now.
Oh damn. He's
It's the
calling
bug.
shots, ladies and gentlemen.
The housemaid discovered the crime scene soon after that.
I see.
Is there something else I can help you, messieurs, with?
Well, we don't want to push him about the housemaid. We're keeping her confidence on this. So I guess we're leaving.
We're just gonna hit the old dusty trail.
I think that'll be all, Baron. Thank you very much for your time.
It was a pleasure. Have a delightful day, messieurs. And you guys like my Baron voice?
Good, when you weren't being
Exquisite.
garbled.
Yeah.
Did you get all the information you needed, Falcon?
I hope so.
Don't worry. If everything goes wrong in the trial, we could always just wing.
Terrible.
I love Sparrowson.
Just terrible. Let's head back to the office and get some rest.
Yeah,
Fucking,
I really should have been Falcon and Major.
you should have been
Sparrow.
Falcon and I should have been Sparrowson.
It's just we'd be playing ourselves in real life.
We really would.
All right, let's go talk to our photographer dude. Studio de Rubino. So this is the studio of the famous photographer. Shall we knock?
Wait, there's a note on the door. The magnificent and marvelous artist, Monsieur Ovidio de Rubinio, is currently out on an artistic expedition. He shall return when his muse sees fit.
Damn, maybe we should have gone yesterday. When his muse sees fit? What does that even mean?
I think it means he's a pretentious bird brain. But in any case, the artist seems to be out. What shall we do now?
Let's knock anyway. Maybe there's someone inside who can help us, yeah? Worst case, we're knocking on a door with a note and looking like idiots. And
Kick
it's
it up
not
a
like we can
notch.
do the, it's not like we can look like any more of idiots. Let's knock. We should knock anyway.
All right. I don't see the harm. Nope, doesn't look like he's in, Falcon.
Let's
We
break
should
in.
break in.
Let's do it. Let's do it. This can't
Fucking-
go bad for us in the trial, right?
No way. We're taking justice into our own hands, and that's completely acceptable.
We are the knight.
We are
Falcon.
exposed.
We should break in.
What? Are you serious?
No, I'm Falcon.
Ba-dum.
Maybe?
Monsieur J.J. Falcon, I would have thought that a man of justice like yourself would be against such reckless displays of unlawful barbarism.
You're right. I'm sorry. I don't know what came over.
It's a brilliant suggestion. Stand back. I'm barging the door down.
Of course.
Oh, damn, he's off screen.
Wait, just like that? Shouldn't we discuss this first? What in
Barrison
Bird
is
Jesus'
the
name
best.
was that?
Jesus.
You said you wanted to break in.
I thought we could find an open window. I didn't think you would turn into a bird-sized cannonball. Well, now we're here. We ought to make the most of it. This place is quite something. It's very...
Swanky?
I was gonna say ostentatious.
That's just swanky talk for swanky.
We don't have time for this. The sound of a door being smashed in could be drawing unwanted attention. We should find anything that may help our case and get out. Oh boy! Nothing on the desk. Oh no, but all of these images, all the pictures on the wall can be looked at. Oh no, oh no.
Almost all of them.
Start from one side of the room and work your way over.
Yep. I see paints, ink, dyes. I'm not quite sure what the clear liquid in the bottle is.
I could taste test it.
You could, but we don't have time for a hospital visit right now, so let's not. I see a bourgeois tigress in profile. I see a finely dressed dandy fellow upon a horse. This appears to be a photograph of a ladder, symbolic of climbing towards success, perhaps.
It looks more like a stepladder to me.
Oh no, we're not getting into that old argument. A beautiful picture of the Paris skyline. Given the angle, this must have been taken from Notre Dame Cathedral itself. It's rather beautiful. I won't deny that. I've been there. A butterfly, or maybe a moth. It's difficult to tell in black and white. This is a photograph of a castle somewhere in the countryside.
You know, I once had an uncle who once fell off a castle rampart while on guard duty.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Did he die?
No, he got demoted.
Ugh, terrible. A lighthouse? No, wait, it's a man in a top hat. Actually, if I squint and turn my head sideways...
It's a black smudge, Falcon.
Oh. This is a tiny photograph of what appears to be a jail cell.
That reminds me. How illegal is this? You know, breaking and entering, rifling through a person's belongings. It's cool for lawyers.
Illegal?
Maybe illegal.
What are we going with, guys?
I don't know. What's gonna get the best reaction out of Sparrowson?
Probably very illegal would, because he might flip out. What do you think, Meiji? or have you fallen asleep on us? We had a year-long nap. You don't get to fall asleep already.
Did you not hear me?
Oh, there you are.
Oh. I feel like
Ooh, you're garbling.
it's school where lawyers, maybe what Falcon would say.
Yeah.
But very illegal might be like the most intense reaction.
Yeah, probably. However, this might color how we react when someone breaks in. You know, when someone follows and says, hey, what the fuck are you guys doing here?
I don't know. It may not even be that deep. Probably
may
isn't
not.
even that deep.
All right. Rule of fun. I say go with very illegal.
Alright. I'm not going to lie with you, Sparrowson. If we're caught, we will be spending the next 20 years with a number instead of a name.
I call 24601.
Don't be daft, Sparrowson. You can't call prison numbers. Damn, I wanted that one. This is a picture of a fence.
It's a fancy photograph. It leaves the viewer defenseless. Out of all the pictures here, I would pick it as my favorite. Okay, I'm done. No more fence puns.
I fucking hate you, Sparrowson. A picture of a sailing ship on a windy day.
No puns for that one.
Nope. He's done with puns.
Did you do the chandelier?
Yes.
A chandelier! You should get one of those for the office.
I don't have the money for that sort of luxury. Especially after giving half my money to some, kangaroo. Alright, what's this thing?
Hey, Falcon! Look!
What? It's just an easel.
No, look what's on the easel.
Oh wow, this must be a copy of the photograph from the evening of the murder. There's fewer people in it than I would have thought. In fact, Monsieur Granouille isn't even in it.
Nor is
Nor-
the Baron. Damn, I'm sorry.
Unless that's the Baron, with his hair down or something.
No, I don't think so. He's a lot.
Nor
Or-
is... Hold on.
I think that's Caroline's dad.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Bertois Demiao. Had to look it up on Facebook.
That Facebook's real useful.
Right, so present that night are these four at least. Yeah? Yeah. Oh, these five. My bad.
Yes,
In this
that is
image are these three.
correct. That is correct.
Well, also, technically, so is the photographer, but we don't know what he looks like.
It's a little bug.
No, that's in the camera. There had to be a
Oh.
guy who carries the camera around.
The bug carries the camera, doesn't he?
I know that bugs
Based-
have more than their own body weight, can lift more than their own weight, but that'd be a little bit much.
Based on
Plus-
his name being Robinio, I think it's actually a bigger bug carrying the smaller bug inside. the
Ah, strats.
Those are my linguistic strats right now.
Also, I find
Well,
it
I think
hilarious
the
that
Baron did
Colleen
it.
is described as vertically enabled. not tall, vertically enabled. Right, so these are the three in the
Anyway.
photograph. The Baron and Granouille were not in the photograph. Which could make sense because Granouille was discovered after the photograph was taken. But it means that he was perhaps killed before 7 o'clock when the photograph was taken.
Presumably,
I mean,
by the Baron?
Anything's possible.
The Baron
at this
could have
point.
done it because he's
Anyhow.
not in the image. Hard to tell.
Alright.
Anyways, this must be a copy of the photograph in the evening of the murder. There's no question about it. I see a housemaid, Dame Cataline, and I think that's Signor Pourtois, Cataline's father. Ahem.
So, what shall we do? Do we just take this?
Oh, jeez. Do we dig ourselves even deeper?
I mean, we've already broken in. We might as well just be burglars at this point.
Shit, let's be
Fucking-
burglars.
I think we should leave it, to be quite honest. I'm the odd one out here, but I think we shouldn't take the picture.
All right, let it be known for future record that Magey is conscientiously objecting to our burglary.
Actually, thinking about it, if it's just breaking and entering and nobody sees us, we can get out of here without being noticed. Because a giant easel is difficult to tell, and if there's already a, you know, if this is the copy that's going to be going to, the Baron, then that's not wise. We want to stay on his good side. So maybe
Plus,
we
it's
should.
like, if he knows the picture was taken and then we have the photo, then he'll know it was us. And if we leave it, we can get out of here without anyone knowing that we were the ones who broke it.
Yeah.
I
Besides,
suppose,
we can just write down who was in the photo.
All right.
We don't need to actually see the photo.
Okay.
And besides, if this will give us plausible deniability later. If we don't have the photo, we could say, oh no, I don't know who was in the photo. Nobody told us.
See,
We haven't seen it.
And we probably
It's
wouldn't be able to
catch-22.
use it. We probably wouldn't be able to use it as evidence in court, anyways, because
Yeah,
stole it.
because it would be because
Yeah.
we stole it. Yeah, so let's leave it. No, that'd be a big mistake. Every half-competent lawyer knows that stolen property can't be used as evidence. Still, we've learned some valuable information by seeing this photograph in person.
I suppose so. Is there anything else we need to do here?
Looks like everything to me. Looks like everything to me. All right, we're gone. I think we're done snooping. Let's get out of here before we draw further attention to ourselves.
Sounds good to me.
And caught in 3, 2, 1, now.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Oh, mon Dieu! What happened to my door?
Lie through your fucking teeth, bro!
We don't have teeth! We're birds!
Your beak! Your
What?
beak!
Some kids did it. Little weasel types. We saw them. Oh, now we're being racist, too. I see how it is.
Yeah, weasels. They were all like, let's break into this art guy's house. And we were like, no, weasels, you can't do that because that'd be illegal. And then they were like,
We chased them off. That's the important thing.
well, thank you, I suppose.
Let's make a move. Trial day is approaching fast.
Right, let's go.
Are we not going to talk to the guy? I guess we have all the info we need, but like...
Oh,
So-
jeez.
Can I share something with you guys from my own experience with this?
Go for it.
If you tell the truth, Sparrowson blurts out, "It was Ravens. Ravens did it." So the racism bit was on the money. Like,
Oh, man. It really is.
It really is. All right. Then what did you end up telling about how illegal it was?
I think I actually also said that it was highly illegal.
Nice.
I want to know what happens if you don't break in. I feel like we made a terrible mistake.
I don't know. I also broke in, and it's hard to remember what all happened.
Of
when all
course
went
you
down.
broke in.
Yeah, of course. I'm the likely suspect.
All right. The Palace of
And-
Justice. How's
and I
the
also
High
took-
Court?
I also took the photograph because I'm an incompetent lawyer.
What's he say if you do so?
I don't think you can actually use it in court. Like,
Ah.
you can't use it directly. You have to come up with, like, an excuse for why you know what you know, I think.
Mm. A place reserved for only the most serious of crimes.
Dun dun dun.
Which, apparently, killing one little frog guy counts as a very serious crime.
I mean, come
I
on.
mean, killing anyone should count as a serious crime.
You're right, you're right.
Unless
but
it's
still.
the government. They're allowed to do that.
Anyways.
Yeah, they're allowed to do that.
Yeah. Let's not drag down the mood. Let's go to court.
Damn.
Let's go to court where we're talking about murder.
I wouldn't want to get imprisoned by the Second French Republic. I don't know.
Falcon and Sparrowson stand inside the marble portico of the Palais de Justice, awaiting the opening of the Tribunal des Grandes Instances. I'm sure that's not how almost any of that's pronounced.
I could. Oh, I was gonna say I could give it a shot if you want.
Are you nervous, Falcon?
Yes. Of course I'm nervous. We're woefully underprepared for this case. 2 days! We've only had 2 days to prepare! How are we expected to get anything done in that time frame?
Calm your feathers, Falcon. We can do this.
Oh, hey.
Monsieur Falcon, Petit Sparrow Spin. Is there anything you need me to do?
Yeah, if any charges of breaking and entering are raised, could you say that you knew that we definitely didn't do it? Thanks. No, we've got a handle on things.
Do we really want a murder suspect to vouch for our character? Falcon
Yes.
was just telling me. Falcon was just telling me how confident he was feeling about the case.
That's wonderful. I just know you two will pull through.
Let's move it along, fellas.
I'll be waiting from inside. Do your best for me, Monsieur Falcon.
We will. Are we ready?
Yeah, we're ready.
We're not ready.
We're not ready at
Yeah.
all.
Not even a little bit.
All right, settle down, everyone. Settle down. Is everybody here? J.J. Falcon, present. The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Rupert Robinson, present. The readiest prosecution, Your Honor. Darn it, that's not. Oh gosh, where are my notes? Ha! I knew it!
Knew what?
Rupert and I went to Paris Law School together. He was in all my classes.
Oh, was he smart?
No. He always scored the second worst marks in the class. I can only assume that he bumbled through the final exams on the luck of his 2 rabbits' feet. Unless he's improved considerably, you might already have this trial in the bag.
That's good to know. But, say, Sparrowson, if Rupert scored the second lowest marks in the class, then, who scored the lowest?
I choose to exercise my right to not self-incriminate. Here it is. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
Oh, gee.
Are the jury all present? I've forgotten the voice for him already.
I mean, you can make him Foghorn Leghorn.
All present and accounted for, Your Honor?
I like the hippo. Good guy.
Using port.
I can't pull off Foghorn Leghorn's voice very well.
Oh, dear.
I say.
Yeah.
Hey, Falcon.
Not quite.
I thought there were only 6 members of the jury for cases like this. Why do I count 8?
Oh, those 2 birds with the funny hats are assessors, the associate judges. I'm sure I bungled that one up. Everything seems to be in order, so let's begin. The court is now in session for the trial of Dame Catalin Demiao. Prosecution, please call your first witness to the stand.
Oh gosh, are we there already? Okay, I choose to call the officer in charge of the murder investigation, Inspector Valerdi, to the witness stand.
Inspector Valerdi, please approach the stand and recite the oath. Do you want to do this one, Meiji?
Sure. What is this guy? Oh,
He's
Volarity.
he's the chief inspector.
Is that a chicken?
oh, but like, what kind of bird is he?
Looks. I mean, there's a couple little hanging. Whatever the fuck they're called.
Giblets.
That was the word in mind, but I didn't think that was right.
So like a chicken, maybe?
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna go with the deeper voice. I was gonna go, as you will, Your Honor. But go on.
Is you in the? I don't know.
As you will, Your Honor. I swear to speak without hatred and without fear, to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Monsieur, Inspector, please state your name and occupation record.
My name is Inspector Just Volerty. I am a servant to the law, a scourge of the gutter rats that plague this city.
Is he also
I have
the knight?
enforced the law for over 20 years, and I shall continue until I bring the infamous Viridian killer to justice.
That guy's getting a spinoff.
Meridian Killer. Got another line. He's going into his backstory.
Aw, jeez.
My path
Why is it
begins
happening
18
now?
years ago. Let's stick to the questions, Inspector. Of course, Your Honor.
Oh, great. I was hoping we could have one of those bumbling cuddly officers. Instead, we're stuck with lawful goody two-shoes. I bet this guy would turn in his own mother if he saw her littering. So, Inspector, is it true that you're the lead investigator on this case?
That is correct. I was also among the first to arrive at the scene of the crime. It's probably going to lag out for me again, so you guys will just have to take it.
Yeah, okay.
Then perhaps you can walk us through what you witnessed on your arrival?
Absolutely. Oh, it lagged out. Go ahead.
Just after 7:30, we were alerted and brought to the scene by the housemaid of Baron Rouget. At the scene of the crime, we found Dame Catherine Demiao. She was standing over the corpse of Monsieur Granouille with his blood on her paws.
Well, that sounds like an open shut case, in my humble opinion. No more questions, Your Honor.
But bloodied paws? Nobody told me that detail.
Keep it together, Falcon. You're about to be given the opportunity to cross-examine the witness. That's your opportunity to find flaws in the inspector's testimony.
Of course, I know this. You may begin your cross-examination, Monsieur Falcon. Alright, find flaws in the testimony. Let's go. Select a key phrase, and we'll press him for information. Basically, we're going to press him on the meaning of every single word that he says. Every word. Does not matter.
Objection.
What did you mean by the word the?
J'accuse.
Oh, avoid pressing for pointless details. The judge and jury don't like having their time wasted. Damn it. Oh, okay.
Okay, so we need to examine this carefully here.
Well,
Blood on pause seems like important. It's like we can't really object that there was a sliced open corpse or
Right.
a scene
We've
of the crime
seen
exists.
that. She was indeed at the scene of the crime, technically. And, yeah, probably were brought to the scene by the housemaid. That sounds about right.
Yeah. The only other one I could make a case for is the scene of the crime.
But the beginning of the game, you
definitely
see her
blood on her
standing
paws
over
seems
it.
most pertinent to me.
Yeah, I don't remember seeing any blood, and I don't remember hearing about any blood. Let's go query about the blood. Speaking of blood,
Yes.
that's probably ink,
Let's do
actually.
that. What are you doing?
What now?
Oh, I asked what you were doing.
I'm looking at my
I'm just
evidence.
selecting evidence.
Oh, okay.
I'm making sure that we don't have anything that could be useful here. Yeah, let's ask about the blood on her paws. Inspector, you say Dame Catalin had blood on her paws. Major?
Correct. Blood clung to her fur like it to a convict.
Ooh.
Whose blood was it?
Whose blood? I wonder, whose blood could it be? Whose blood could it be? Let's find out. How much blood was there? How much blood was there on the lady's paws, Inspector?
Enough for it to be clear that she had dirtied her hands on the victim's body.
I really wish that your internet would stop choking on you.
Damn.
We noticed blood under the suspect's nails, around her fingertips, and even a little around her mouth. What? Wait!
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think, factor.
Bloody rare steak! Without
Boom, bada
silverware.
bing, bada boom.
Objection!
J'accuse. Her mouth? How vile.
The inspector's answer seems pretty definitive. Do you have another question about the blood?
Yes.
Do you have a question about it?
We do.
Alright.
Yes.
You want to know whose blood it was?
Yes.
I'm pretty sure it's gonna come up being it was Monsieur Grenouille's.
Yeah, but that's when we'll get to counter with their evidence.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Whose blood was it?
Ha! What a question. It was Monsieur Grenouille's, of course.
How can you be so sure?
I object. This line of questioning is absurd. There was only one murder victim that night, a falcon. The blood on Dame Catalin's paws could have only belonged to one person, Monsieur Grenouille. Judge, Falcon's trying to delay the trial by asking pointless questions.
I'm afraid the prosecution may have a point, Monsieur Falcon. Do you have any reason to suspect that the blood belonged to someone other than Monsieur Grenouille? Yeah,
Yes, we do!
I do, Your Honor. Actually, I have more than suspicion. I have evidence that the blood on Dame Catalin's paws had nothing to do with the murder. Also, isn't frog blood not red? It's been a long time since I've seen any.
If it's rare, it is indeed red.
Yeah,
That frog had human hands, so.
yeah,
At
it's
this
a little bit hard to do, but I was gonna say, like, objection. There's red blood there. Frogs have, I think it's blue actually. I'm not sure on that. It's not quite the same shade of red if it is red.
This is foolish time wasting, Falcon. If the blood on Dame Catalin's paws didn't come from the victim, then where did the blood come from?
Fucking bloody rare steak. On the evening of the murder, Dame Catalin ate a bloody rare steak. Is this true, Monsieur Remington?
Well, in a matter of speaking, I suppose steak may have been on the menu.
Oh shit, we're not gonna be able to keep.
Nope, we
What's
are
her
not.
face?
I thought about that.
I was just
I
like,
was waiting for you guys to realize.
We can't keep Colleen's confidence on
We
this.
have to call her out, probably.
In the middle of court. Oh no.
Yep.
I'm so sorry.
I feel bad, but oh well.
Then, Inspector, would you acknowledge the possibility that the blood on the lady's paws did not belong to the victim, but to the steak?
Well,
Oh, wait, don't answer that, Inspector.
it is a possibility.
No.
Intriguing. You gain a little favor with the jury. So, Inspector Valerti, is it possible that you arrested an innocent bystander simply for being a messy eater?
Now hold on just 1 minute, Falcon. You're overlooking something quite crucial. Dame Catalin is an elegant bourgeois kitten. She is no doubt brought up with flawless etiquette and perfect table manners. At the banquet, she would have eaten the steak with a fork in her left hand and a knife in her right, like any proper civilized animal.
Sorry, that's very silly.
How could she have gotten blood on her paws with such good manners?
Oh, that is a good question. Or at least it would be at any ordinary dinner banquet. But as it happens, something was missing from that particular banquet. Something that forced Dame Catalin to eat with her paws. The silverware! I'm sorry? Dame Catalin was forced to eat steak with her paws because the silverware of the household had been previously stolen!
Stolen? I don't recall any mention of that in the police report.
We weren't aware of anything missing from the Rougeois residence when we performed the initial investigation. Oh, sorry.
It's cool.
But as it happened, Baron Rougeois approached us about the very subject last night. Sorry, my screen got messed up for a sec.
It's cool.
Ah,
What a twist. What is
a
the
twist.
meaning of all this? Bloody steak? Misplaced silverware? Inspector, was your investigation so lax that you overlooked these basic facts in your initial report?
Lax? My investigation? Judge, I assure you, I am the most thorough investigative officer on the force.
Then it is amazing that the prison police managed to solve any crimes at all.
Whew.
oh dear.
Be on your way, Inspector. Perhaps do a little inspecting for your next case.
Fine, so be it. Messieurs, until next time.
Prosecutor, I trust your next witness is ready.
Yes, of course, Your Honor. I call upon, let's see, Monsieur Robidio de Robidio, the photographer who attended the banquet on the night of the murder.
Monsieur Robitio Raminio, please approach the stand and recite the oath.
How does it go? I swear to speak without hatred and without fear, and to the whole truth and nothing but the truth. It's a little cliche, to be perfectly honest. Could the witness please introduce himself for the court record? As if anybody in this courtroom does not immediately recognize me.
Oh, sorry.
I am the great Monsieur Robidio Robinio, cutting-edge photographer and visionary.
Sorry, messing with the volume a little bit.
That's alright. I don't just take people's pictures. I capture their very essence. Je suis l'artiste. Tu es un pipe. That's good.
What? What?
Magey, do you want to explain that one for him?
It's a painting. You know, I don't know how to explain it any further than that.
There's this painting of a pipe, but with the captions in French, "This is not a pipe," and it's like some artistic statement about how actually it's a painting of a pipe, and not really a pipe. And there's like philosophical things about the thing in itself and shit. So like, but they're using it to show off how much of a douche this guy is.
I see.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You may have
Sorry.
seen my works and hit my
I didn't know how to put it in words.
Or swear. I can send you tweets if you like.
What on earth is a tweet?
Bird-to-bird communication. Come on, Falcon, it's the 19th century. Get with the times already. Yes, yes, your works are very impressive, Monsieur Rubinio. But let's get down to business. Could you tell us your activities were on the night of the murder? Very well. I was hired by Baron Rosit to capture the evening's events. I arrived at 7 in the evening. I pointed my camera and I captured the beauty of the banquet in one fantastic photograph. Then I billed Baron Rosit and left. Like a true artist. And with regards to the photograph itself, who did you photograph?
Ah.
I thought that you might ask. I brought the copies so that you could all see for yourselves. Oh, very good. Let's take a closer look.
Hey, now wait a minute!
Yeah, I think if we took it, we'd get an option for this, but now I don't know what'll happen.
I can tell it's not the original one. There's hands on the clock.
Yeah. No, I just mean like if we took the original picture,
Right.
we'd get some... My word, this is an exquisite picture, isn't it? So, let's see who do we have here? In the middle, we see Baron Orgy, the lion who hosted the event. On the left, we see Senor Courtois de Maillot, the father of the defendant, Dan Catalin. And finally, we see the houseman, Pauline Duhot, who I suspect may have stepped into the picture uninvited. As you can see, two people are clearly absent from the photograph. The first is the victim, Monsieur Grenouille. The second is the defendant, Dame Caroline Demio. Quite suspicious, wouldn't you agree?
Just one moment, Monsieur Remington. This proves nothing. So the defendant and victim were not photographed with the others. That doesn't mean that they were in the garden together at that point.
Hold your horses, Falcon. I'm not done yet.
The prosecution may continue.
Behind the photograph subjects, we see a wall clock with the time set at 7:30. Now, why is that time significant? Well, as Inspector Valeri told us earlier, that was the exact time the murder took place. Do you see, Falcon? Every suspect has an alibi at the time of the murder, save for Dame Caroline herself. Oh.
Sorry,
Falcon,
all these are you.
Something is fishy. In the jail cell, Dame Caroline told us that she was present when the photograph took place, but I don't see her in Robinio's photograph.
That's true, but I can't use Dame Caroline's testimony as evidence. It has too little weight. If I want to prove that Monsieur Rominio's photograph is not a valid piece of evidence, I will have to dish out evidence of my own.
Oh, so it's not actually that different, because if you took the photograph, you'd be like, this photograph's different, but we can't use it because we
Stole
nabbed
it.
So.
Your Honor, I would like to cross-examine the witness. Very well, the defense may proceed.
It's a waste of time, if you ask me. Photographs are rock-solid evidence.
All right. We know he arrived at 7. That checks out. Camera, we know it exists. There's a little bug in it. I didn't hear anything about billing the Baron, but that doesn't matter. It's the photograph I need to question here.
Yes.
Let's take a closer look at this photograph. Why is it in black and white? How many questions am I allowed to ask before people hate me?
I don't know. I didn't,
Let's find out! Fuck it, we're doing it live!
Fuck it.
I was under the impression that photographs were flawless reproductions of reality. And yet I see something that is totally at odds with reality. It is a glaring error. It is something that is so blatant I am amazed it has been overlooked.
A glaring error? Impossible.
For you see, whereas reality is in color, this photograph is merely in black and white.
Jesus Christ.
Monsieur, you are quite the foolish Luddite, aren't you? There is no mistake. All photographs are in black and white.
All of them?
Yes, it is a limitation of photographic technology.
Damn. Try getting your bug some better paints then.
Yeah,
Oh.
come on.
Well, now I feel silly. Do you have another question about the photograph? There's not even a question mark there. It's missing a question mark. Just, do you have another question about the photograph? Yes. Yeah, I have another question about it. I see a mistake in the photograph.
We're
Just
going
to
to press
clarify.
further about it being black and white.
Absolutely. Just to clarify, Monsieur Robinho, photographs are a direct reflection of reality, are they not?
That is correct. The photographic process leaves no room for bias or inaccuracies, aside from the fact that it is black and white, and if you ask me about it again, I swear I might beat you with my camera.
Then why is it black and white? That is most curious, because I see a mistake.
A mistake? Impossible. I just told you, monsieur. The camera is a perfect, unbiased light. The photographs it produces are flawless. Falcon, I'm not seeing any mistakes. Perhaps you could be more specific.
Certainly. Ah, it doesn't highlight them. Oh, now it does.
All right. The clock face.
So let's start with the clock face.
Well, yeah. I mean, I could technically do this, but I have no evidence to produce to fix. I've seen your original. It didn't have this. Oh, how'd you see that? Well, you see, I kind of broke in your house.
To admit it.
After the weasels broke in, we had to chase them out, and while I was in there, I just saw.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking weasels, am I
The
right?
clock in this photograph. There's something not right about it.
Well, isn't that convenient? The defense sees something wrong with the key piece of evidence that implicates his client.
Don't give me that cocky tone, Monsieur Remington. I've evidence that there's something wrong with the clock in that picture. The photograph clearly shows the clock's hands pointing at 7 and 6.
That much is self-evident.
Which is most curious, because the clock in the lounge of Chateau Grenier has no hands!
It has no hands!
That clock is merely a decorative piece, a talking item. Feel free to ask Baron Rouget or his housemaid if you have doubts. Monsieur Robinho, how do you explain this discrepancy?
I don't know. There must be some sort of mistake. My camera is flawless.
Can I talk to your painting bug? That's how they work, right?
No, he's not taking any questions. He pleads at a fee.
There is no mistake, monsieur. Your photograph depicts something that does not exist in the real world.
Maybe there was an error in the printing process.
An error precisely where the clock's hand should be? Please, monsieur, don't patronize us. Allow me to offer a more plausible explanation. You, Monsieur Rubinio, edited this photograph! While I do like the lines on there, it does lose something without the objections.
Yeah. It could use a ACCUSE.
Yeah. I'm no expert, but I suspect you used paint or ink to carefully put hands upon the clock. It would have been a simple task considering the clock face was bare. One could even speculate that you specifically chose to include a handless clock in the photograph just to simplify the editing process.
Falcon, your reasoning is absurd. Why would the witness do such a thing?
Is it not obvious? By showing the photograph to have taken place at precisely 7:30, it clears all the photograph's subjects of suspicion. In other words, Monsieur Robinio created a perfect alibi. Of course, this raises further questions. Who was the witness protecting? And why? Was Monsieur Robinio coerced, bribed, threatened? Enough silence! Let's hear some answers, Monsieur Robinio!
Fine. You've got me. I'm guilty. I did it all.
You did it? You're confessing to the murder of Monsieur Grenouille?
What? No. I have no idea who killed the frog. I'm just admitting that I'm guilty of producing a fraudulent photographs. I was ordered to make changes to the printed photographs. And yes, that included adding hands to the clock.
You were ordered? By whom?
I dare not say.
Monsieur Robinio, I strongly advise you to answer the defense's question. You are pledged to speak without fear, after all.
With respect, Judge, I fear his clothes more than I fear the punishment of the justice system. I shall name no names. His claws. Did you hear that, Falcon?
That is most unfortunate. Monsieur Robinio, we cannot and shall not torture names out of you. We don't live under the ancient regime, after all. But since you have just admitted to falsifying evidence, then we cannot keep you on the stand as a witness. Take your leave. You should be charged with perjury in due course.
I cannot protest. It's the least I deserve for my failure as an artist. Good day, messieurs. I kind of just made him indiscernible Spanish-Italian. So the clock hands were painted on. So what? It doesn't matter. The photograph still depicts Dame Carolyn as absent close to the time of the murder, and that's significant.
Don't be so dense, Monsieur Remington. If the photograph is not completely genuine, then it cannot be considered reliable evidence.
Why not? It's still a portrayal of the night's events.
Because if we accept that one part of the image was edited, then we must accept the possibility that other parts were too. It is possible that Dame Ketterlin was painted out. Even worse, it is possible that another person was painted in. We know that the witness was trying to cover for someone, so all possibilities must be accounted for.
So what are you saying, Falcon? Did the housemaid paint off the photographer? Or was it Senor Poutois Demaillot, perhaps?
I don't think so. The housemaid lacks a means or motive, and it wouldn't make sense for Senor Poutois to implicate his own daughter.
Well, surely you're not suggesting that the honest and beloved Baron Roger deliberately tried to frame Dame Ketterlin? Because that would be the most outlandish theory yet. The Baron is a pillar of our community and would never do such a thing.
Monsieur Remington, I'm not here to throw accusations. That's the job of you, the prosecutor. However... Oh. Hey, Meiji.
Mayhaps I should offer my opinion. Oh, that's not what I didn't do a French accent the first time.
That's fine. It probably got garbled out.
Oh, wow. You guys can go ahead and take this one.
Baron, it's not on time for your witness testimony yet.
So you would think, prosecutor, and yet I see my good reputation getting tarnished by your incompetence. I've lost the voice for him.
By incompetence.
Incompetence? I could vote for
Indeed.
that.
Let us proceed with the witness questioning. Is that fine with you, Judge? Yes, I suppose that's fine. Very good. And I trust that the defense has no objections. No objections here. Fantastic. Oh, but before I forget, I pledge to speak without fear and prejudice, etc., etc. Now, prosecutor, ask me about what I witnessed
You
over the
didn't
course of
say
the
the
evening.
truth part.
No, he didn't.
Oh, okay. Baron Roger, on the night of the
The initial dinner went magnificently. When the photographer arrived, Monsieur Grenouille left to visit the garden. Dame Catalin followed behind him moments later. Signor Pertois and Monsieur Rubinio and myself were engaged in conversation, so we paid her no mind. After the photographer had left, my housemaid left to go find Monsieur Grenouille and Dame Catalin. That would be when I heard her cry for help.
Thank you, Baron. I think we all know the story from there.
I'd like to cross-examine the witness. Do you doubt my integrity, Garçon? I'm just here to...
Garçon. That's how he would say it, like he was spitting at him. Because garçon is very disrespectful in the French culture. It's
Cool.
like calling him boy.
I see.
Boy.
Boy. Like, I'm just here to uncover the truth, Baron. I ain't got time for this shit. Very well, then. Hit me with your best shot. Let us establish with absolute certainty that I, Baron Rouget, am an honest lion. The defense
Lion.
may proceed with the cross-examination.
I feel like Sparrowson is going to say he's lying later.
Oh,
It's gonna be
God!
great.
He is, isn't he?
Yeah.
He is!
Stand by for the rockets. Yeah, what evidence do we have?
Oh!
Got this cigar?
Yeah, we have the cigar. The cigar is the only evidence for this event. It means that since it hadn't disintegrated yet, it must have been tossed in there within a couple of days ago.
I don't think that's going to come up.
It might. I mean, it's the only thing we've got, so...
Yeah, it's kind of the
What
only...
are
No, I mean, like, the fact that it would disintegrate.
No,
Oh.
however, the fact that it exists there, it could only have existed there. It could have only still existed there if it were a couple
I'm
days
saying
ago.
the
If it were
time
longer-
frame is-
Yeah, but you might say, oh, it's his house. Of course there's, of course the cigar butts are everywhere. However,
Maybe.
it still exists there. Only a couple, fished out literally the day, the day or the day after that, after the
Well,
murder.
I suppose we'll see. Also, before we continue, I feel like I should tell you, there's no in Monsieur.
Oh, is there not?
Yeah, you don't pronounce the in.
Okay, fair enough then.
Yeah.
Okay, we know the dinner went magnificently. Actually, no, it didn't. What did he think about not having silverware? The food was great,
Maybe. I don't know.
but... When the photographer arrived, Monsieur Grenouille left to visit the garden. We know the garden is fine, and we know Monsieur Grenouille was there. Dame Catalin
Man,
followed
his
a
shit is all
few
just a
moments
bunch of, like,
afterwards. Like, these are technically true.
indirection.
These are all technically true, but they don't tell me anything.
I think it have to do with either the garden or the housemaid, logically. It's like, dinner and Monsieur Grenouille are undisputed. We gotta find somewhere where we can wiggle in,
Yeah,
plant down.
but the
Mhm.
garden is undisputed.
Right.
Because we know it was in the garden.
Oh yeah, but we found the thing out in the garden, so that might be related.
I guess, yeah, okay. I suppose.
Well, I mean, do what you feel. Then.
I don't feel that there's a whole lot of places in here to wiggle in on.
All right.
But yeah,
Yes.
asking about the dinner doesn't change anything. Because that was a whole hour before the murder. Hour and a half before the murder, even.
It's just a bunch of misdirection. I don't know where to go.
They're all technically true, but they don't say anything.
Mm-mm.
Like, we know it was Monsieur Grenouille. Yeah, okay, we'll ask about the garden. Why not? Baron, we saw the murder scene in your garden for ourselves. What's with all the horses? If I may ask, what's with all the horses? I beg your pardon?
Yeah.
There are all these horse and cherub statues in your
Beg
garden.
pardon.
To be frank, we found the whole thing a little... weird. Could the defense please stop horsing around? This can't possibly have any relevance to the case.
Nay.
It doesn't.
doesn't.
Nay, Your Honor. it doesn't. But hey, you can't bray a man for trying.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Yeah, I have another question about it. When was the last time you visited your garden? Bernuget, what was the last time you ventured into your own garden? And as it happens, I have quite serious allergies, and I haven't been in my own garden for years. Years, you say?
Gotcha,
Indeed.
bitch.
That's not right! Baron, I do not wish to call you a liar, but that claim does not hold up to scrutiny. Oh, and why is that? Because we have heard evidence that you visited the garden recently. Balderdash! My word is gold! Show the court this so-called hard evidence that I've been in my garden. This was found in your garden. To be specific, it was found inside the fountain basin. Right beside where the murder occurred!
A cigar pipe? That could belong to anybody, and
Prosecutor, please shut your mouth. I can speak for myself.
okay, sorry, Baron.
That is indeed the remnants of one of my cigars. But I must apologize, Monsieur Falcon. Oh, Monsieur Falcon, for I misunderstood your initial question. You see, prior to the banquet, I hadn't visited my own garden in years. But naturally, after hearing the housemaid's cry for help on the evening of the murder, I rushed outside. I was shocked and disgusted by what I saw. That must have been when I dropped my half-smoked cigar in the fountain basin.
You see, Falcon? That's a perfectly reasonable explanation.
I'd find that believable if the cigar were casually discarded. But as it happens, the cigar butt was found in the fountain's upper basin, a location that could only be accessed with great inconvenience.
And a little paddling.
The cigar butt was not dropped. It was deliberately hidden. Why didn't he just take it back inside with him?
Yeah.
That is weird.
There are any number of possible explanations. Are there? Because I can only really think of one. I mean, call me Birdbrain, but I can't think of any others. That is, that you, Baron Rouget, deliberately hid your cigar butt to disguise your own illicit activities. Did I now? And what illicit activities would these be? You want me to spell it out? Fine. Let's put everything on the table. You, Baron Rouget, murdered Monsieur Crenouille. That is what you are trying to keep hidden. Directly accusing me of murder. How shamelessly brazen.
I like this music.
Yeah, it's good.
That is a ludicrous accusation, Falcon. The Baron is an upstanding citizen of the highest order. Your allegation is baseless, you have no evidence, no means, motive, or opportunity.
No evidence? Think harder, Monsieur Remington. Every piece of evidence points to Baron Rouget as the prime suspect. You want the means? The Baron certainly had the means. His lion claws are as sharp as a surgeon's blade. Gutting a frog belly would be trivial to him. Even Monsieur confessed just moments ago that he feared his claws. Ridiculous. I would never threaten a man with violence. Whatever the fuck bird he is, maybe. What kind of bird is he? Where the fuck is he in this?
Ridley is a frog.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, Robinho? I think he's just a robin.
Man, don't break the
Robinho.
case. Come on.
Oh, someone described Robitio with the H word. That's right. You know the
Man.
one. Hold on. Right.
We're just chilling, man,
Pace,
enjoying
carry
this.
on. You want a motive? The Baron had at least 10,000 francs worth of motive. By removing a business partner, the Baron's share of the railway company increased from 1/3 to 1/2. This is preposterous! And finally, the Baron had an opportunity. No, he crafted the perfect opportunity. He arranged a small banquet with a very select number of guests. He was aware of the missing cutlery, and yet he served steak, a food item that necessitates good cutlery. Why? To bloody the hands of his guests, of course. Then, he hired an easily influenced photographer and staged a very specific picture in order to build the perfect alibi for himself. Photographing the guests in front of a handless clock to make for easy editing is quite an ingenious plan, it must be said. He insisted on it, in fact. Prosecutor, are you just going to let this slanderous yarn go uncontested? Say something, object! Oh, you're pitifully useless! After executing the murder, the Baron found himself still holding a single piece of incriminatory evidence, his finished cigar. He knew that leaving it at the crime scene would raise suspicion, but he didn't have time to properly dispose of it. So out of desperation, he threw it into the fountain, out of the sight of his guests and any snooping police. I imagine the Baron was hoping to implicate Senor Pertois de Miao, since that would ensure total control over his railway company. Alas, Dame Catalin was the first to happen upon the crime scene, so the Baron improvised. And this is an outrage! Judge, I demand you disbar this ranting lunatic! No, there is only one outrage here. That is, that a man like yourself is able to abuse his wealth and status to frame an innocent girl for murder. You're a bourgeois of the worst kind. I've probably,
Bourgeois.
Bourgeois.
that. Sure, I'm gonna fuck it up again. Right, how to pronounce this one
How
again?
dare you, garçon! The utter nerve for lying scumbag of a lawyer to accuse a philanthropist like myself of something so heinous? I'm nothing like the fat cat bourgeois. I'm a respectable, hard-working capitalist.
No, you're a ruthless man who would slaughter a dear friend just to reap a few francs.
You incredulous whelp! I ought to gut you right here and now, like a damned frog!
Could someone please restrain the Baron?
I'm on it, Your Honor. Let's go, old man. The concierge right with you.
Don't touch me, you filthy jackdaw. I can walk myself.
This is quite the turn of events. Does the prosecution have anything to add?
Well, a manner of, speaking, well, to be honest, no.
Then I shall now confer with the members of the jury to come to a decision. I ask that the animals of the court please be patient in this time.
Falcon, that was pretty incredible.
Thank you. I just hope it was enough.
What do you mean? It just proved Catalin's innocence. We'll get a not guilty verdict for sure.
Sparrowson, I think you've misunderstood something important about the justice system.
What's that?
I haven't proved anything. As lawyers, we cannot deal in proofs. It's just not possible. All we can do is organize the evidence and convincingly explain what it suggests. I haven't proved Dame Catalin's innocence. All I've done is demonstrate that there is a significant possibility that she is not guilty.
I'm not sure I understand the difference.
She could technically still go back to jail, but we haven't proved that she's innocent necessarily. We've reached a decision.
That was quick.
In light of the recent revelations, it is clear that an error of judgment was made with the initial arrest. On that note, we unanimously find the defendant, Dame Catalin de Miao, to be not guilty.
Yay!
This really needs, that really needs some confetti.
We gotta edit it in.
I'm not editing this.
Oh, damn.
Oh, Meiji, this is your bit.
Monsieur Falcon, Petit Sparrowson, you did it!
Yeah, I suppose we did, didn't we?
We should head back to the office so we can celebrate properly. You did it, Falcon!
I can't take all the credit. This was a group achievement.
I'm so proud of you both.
I'll go get 1 bottle of wine and 3 of our least dirty glasses.
You were amazing, Monsieur Falcon.
Ah, it was nothing.
I very much liked the way you pinned the murder on the Baron. That was an act of sheer genius.
Well, I didn't pin anything. Sparrowson and I just worked at unveiling the truth, given the facts of the case.
Monsieur Falcon, there's no need to play coy. The case is over.
Play
Stand by for the
Coy?
plot twist, motherfuckers.
Oh shit! Don't tell me you're actually being sincere.
I'm completely lost.
Oh wow. I thought the goody-goody thing was an act, but you actually don't know. Alright, I'll spell it out for you.
Oh, this is sinister music.
I murdered Monsieur Greenlee. I saw him in the garden, all drunk and vulnerable, and I seized the opportunity. It was nothing personal, just business, you understand?
Business?
To increase my papa's share in the train company, of course. My papa always said that the drunk old frog was the weakest link.
Your confession doesn't make any sense at all. I found Baron Rouget's cigar butt hidden in the garden.
Well, I put that there. I expected the police to find it, but I suppose that was putting too much faith in the brains of Paris's finest. Damn.
The Falcon proved that Monsieur Rubinio's photograph was edited.
It was edited. I wasn't in the picture because I was busy paying a visit to Monsieur Greenlee in the garden.
Then the version that we saw was itself edited!
There you are.
Oh shit! My papa knew I needed an alibi, so he ordered Monsieur Rubinio to paint me over Baron Rouget and to add hands to the clock. But that lazy artist didn't manage to finish altering the photograph by trial day. It's a good thing that Monsieur Falcon was so imaginative, because that could have gone very badly. Shit. What's with the silence? You should both be proud. There aren't many lawyers in the whole of France who would have won a case like this, even for a bourgeoisie kitty like me. I've given up on the voice at this point.
I think you should leave.
Fine. So much for the celebrations. Here's the payment for your services, straight from my papa's pockets. With adieu, Monsieur Falcon. Adieu, Petit Sparrowson.
Nice. We got 40 francs for that.
Nice. Falcon, what do we do now? Falcon? He's broken.
He broke. Oh
End
my
of
god.
Act 1.
What the twist?
I was kind of wondering on this. Because it was just like, I don't really see much in the way of evidence that proves her innocent, per se. And, like, the end kind of set up the twist.
Man, that was so good.
But then why did Baron Rouget incriminate himself?
Yeah.
Like, that was all on
Like
him.
a damned frog.
Yeah, like, you know, he literally admitted to doing it.
That's pretty much self-incriminatory. That's like
It's
saying
absolutely
I did it.
He did. He said, "Yeah, I should cut your gut open like a damned frog."
Maybe he's
What-
just got some horrible frog racism that he needs to deal with.
Wait,
Maybe.
they both hate the frog, probably. Like,
Probably.
Also, I think it's interesting that the fact that his claws could refer to Senor de Meow.
the meow.
Meow. Meow, 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 meow.
Meow, meow, meow,
his-
meow.
Go on,
Do
Luigi.
me
I know you
out.
want to.
Guys, that was so excellent. Oh my fucking god.
Right? When we said we were doing this, like, I got right into it, and then you guys were like, "What are you doing?" But I waited so long for this.
Dude,
How far did you get in the
did
game?
you get this far?
just for Act 1.
Ah,
Now we're all going to be on the level.
okay, cool.
Oh, nice. That's awesome.
Well,
So
yeah.
you knew everything that was coming. You were just waiting for us to fucking get there.
Lying in wait. Like a
Yeah.
fucking lion.
How did you like my performance with the Baron?
Exquisite.
It was better
I
than
think-
mine, probably.
I think
For
it was all.
for what was audible on this end.
I think it was all pretty exquisite.
I think
did
you
like-
need to go call Comcast and threaten braying their knees in.
I know, right?
Or perhaps at least see if they'll replace their gateway, at least.
Yeah, that for sure. Maybe that'll help.
one or the other. I mean, they're all equally
Or
viable
both.
options.
Both break their knees until they actually provide you with what you want.
I was just so in the
It's a
moment.
viable
I
business
was like,
tactic.
yes, this is it. Cause like I was on the edge of my seat, bro.
Yeah. I'm kind of glad that I didn't create any special voice for Falcon, because it made being able to, do the accusations at the end easier without having to remember the voice every
You
time.
could put emotion in because like it's your regular voice and not a voice you're not used to doing.
I can do emotion with other voices, but this way I don't have to remember a voice.
I was hoping like that I could do them and I'd just be Batman. My like
I mean,
my.
I'm not gonna
Sparrowson
lie.
is
I
just-
little bit. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say my Sparrowson is just like me as like a wide-eyed young child,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
my Monsieur Rabbit was also me, but then
Yeah.
slowly I just became Kermit the Frog.
Yeah, I noticed a little bit of accent creep in.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Anyways,
I liked Rabbitson.
yeah, he was a pretty good guy. I hope we see him more in future acts.
I'm also a little jealous that I didn't get to be Sparrowson because he's
We can
great.
trade. You can be Sparrowson next time.
Yeah, we could throw all the voices in the air and pick them out for next time.
I might be down with that.
Just kind of change up the voices every time.
Yeah,
It's
how long have we been recording? It's almost 7.
well, way to give away when we record. Yeah, this one's been a little bit long. I was hoping to kind of nudge us into ending the episode.
Yeah.
This one's broken an hour. I was hoping
Yeah.
that
I figured,
the
which is why I just figured us talking at the end of the episode wasn't a big deal.
yeah. If they've watched
can
this
also
long,
split 'em
that's
up a
great. If you have watched this long, by the way, thank you very much. Please feel
Yeah,
free
you're
to
awesome.
leave a comment telling us how bad we are at French, and
Yeah.
also
And
disparage us
accents.
on how terrible we are at voicing. And also,
Yeah.
yeah, like the video, subscribe, hit that little bell thing, because YouTube doesn't like telling people about videos that release, because
Yeah.
why would YouTube
no.
like to make money? Who the fuck knows?
Also, look out for more of these in the future.
Yes, I'm loving this, definitely. This is great.
Oh, it's
'Cause
awesome.
This is awesome.
I hope the pun game only
Yeah.
gets better from here.
Oh, it will. I'm sure.
I eagerly anticipate it.
So do I.
I know you do.
Of course you do.
You
No
sick
one's
man.
surprised.
So, with all that aside, thank you very much for watching, and until next time, farewell.
Farewell.
See you guys next time.